Bing boing bing. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddie One Skip. Hey guys, this is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddie One Skip, and I am Toddie One Skip, and boy do I have a story to tell you. So when I started this channel was earlier than when I started my other channel. My other channel has, done pretty good for itself. This channel has been a little slow and not a channel that I paid a lot of attention to, unfortunately, until just recently, because this channel carries more of the human spirit than the other channel. In my opinion, it does. But really, I think in a way, they kind of complement each other. That's the way that I want to believe it as. So guys, here's the thing that I want to share with you about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Now, the reason why we're talking about Gypsy is because of the complete evolution of me, a content creator that was originally talking about Scientology, that saw the act, saw something else Gypsy did, and said, wow, And then I started looking into things and hearing about things and checking on things, and that's when I realized that this person with the high-pitched voice who got away with unaliving her mom, claiming a defense with Munchausen by proxy, never had it. Guys, I took a shower. So guys, Gypsy never had Munchausen by proxy because in order to be diagnosed with Munchausen by proxy, the person with the Munchausen syndrome has to be diagnosed when they're alive, and Dee Dee was diagnosed when she was not alive. So there's a big problem there because that was Gypsy's defense. Now, on these phone calls that are coming out and the FOIAs, we never heard anything about any kind of ABUSC that Gypsy encountered. We didn't hear about it when she was being interrogated, when she got arrested. No. We heard nothing about it. It didn't exist. We only heard about it when Dan Patterson and or Mike Stanfield came up with the brilliant idea of that being her defense. And because that was her defense, and because it was election year, there was no way that Gypsy Rose could possibly be put to DEATH because, that was on the table. So how'd she get out in 8.5 years? Because somebody wanted to get reelected. And Gypsy, if it was believed that she had Munchausen by proxy, then she's a survivor. And she should be, rewarded? No, but that's the way that they went with it. No, she shouldn't be punished for that. Even though, if it was true, and it's not true that Dee Dee had Munchausen by proxy, it's not true. Okay? It's not true. She was a grifter. But if she was, she would be the only person that was unalived by the person that was suffering from it. But she didn't harm her daughter. There's no evidence of her ever harming or doing anything to her daughter that could have harmed her daughter. Everything she did for her daughter, Gypsy, was because she thought Gypsy legitimately needed it. Now you got to remember, Gypsy lied to her mom about saying that she couldn't walk or didn't have any feelings in her legs. Gypsy has admitted that. That came out. Gypsy said that she lied to her mom because she didn't want to lose her mom's attention. So here's somebody who was seeking attention because she didn't get enough of it. I mean, her mom gave her the whole fucking world, but Gypsy didn't get enough of it. And then couldn't even bother to return a partial bit of the favor when her mom was sick. Because that's what I think happened. That's what I think happened there. Because Dee Dee was sick. Dee Dee had let herself go. If you look at Dee Dee, she's not the one with the big ass smile on her face. Gypsy's the one with the big ass toothless smile on her face. Not Dee Dee. Dee Dee looks like a broken woman. Dee Dee looks like she definitely let herself go because her daughter became everything to her. Dee Dee created a Frankenstein, and Gypsy did exactly what Frankenstein did. Killed its creator. Gypsy Rose Blanchard has told stories over and over and over again, and each story is different. It's about the same fucking thing. She told the same story a week ago, but it's still different because Gypsy has lied. Gypsy has destroyed her mom's legacy. Gypsy has destroyed Nick Godejohn's life. That man, mental capacity, that he was on permanent disability. Yep. He was on permanent disability, from my understanding. And, yeah. So, Gypsy, it still took her 2 years, over 2 years, to manipulate Nick. Coercive control. That's what we call that. Coercive control. Into unaliving her mom. And then she bullshitted him. It told him, I believe there is saying of this, and I believe there's writing of this, that Gypsy had told Nick that because of her mom in the feeding tube, that she had lost a baby, a make-believe baby, because Gypsy wasn't pregnant, never got pregnant by Nick. Gypsy manipulated somebody that somebody got life. She talked him into it. She set everything up. I think she actually did some jabs on her own. I think Nick came in and might have unalived an unalived person. Again, I don't think Nick was supposed to leave the scene. I think it was supposed to look like a botched home invasion. And Nick, I don't believe, was supposed to leave there alive. But I think that somebody, I don't know who that somebody is, who was supposed to leave with Gypsy, or Gypsy thought somebody would leave with her, that somebody said, fuck this shit, no. Dee Dee didn't stop Gypsy from dating. She didn't want her dating a 17-year older man than her at the age of 17 or 18 years old, Gypsy's self. No mom would want that. But she liked the idea of Nick. She liked the idea of Nick so much so that she told people. That's Dee Dee, told people. Her daughter was dating a nice boy named Nick. She actually took the only picture of Nick and Gypsy together, the one from the movie theater, with Gypsy in her little Cinderella wig. And Nick is Prince Charming. Guys, Dee Dee did what she could do to take care of a spoiled, rotten kid that I think she was trying to protect the world from, because we already know at one point Gypsy threatened to push the eyes in the back of the head of a child. Gypsy wasn't a nice child. Dee Dee, listen, she stole, she had a grift, yes. That's not okay to do. But she did it kind of like Robin Hood. You know, stole from the rich, gave to the poor. Movie nights for everybody. They didn't have everything. They had what they needed to get by. Dee Dee did the best she could with her creative imagination. And took care of her daughter while Rod was, I don't know where. Because, see, if we're to believe everything that Rod says that he thought his daughter was only going to live to be 18, 19, 20 years old. But he was just wasting time, right? Because if she was only going to be live to be that old, where the hell was he? He was in arrears when it came to child support, but he doesn't want you to believe that. Gypsy, I see where Gypsy gets her untruth. I think she gets it from both parents, to be honest with you. Gypsy said, after everything she's been through, all of the ABUSC that content creators have put her through, simply because we want the truth. I mean, nobody would have gone looking for her. She came out telling us lies. She came out telling us bullshit. She came out showing us, because she said, wait, watch what I do. And then she fucking made a mess of everybody's lives. Everybody's life that she came in touch with, basically, made a mess of it, right? Got married to Ryan because he looked good on paper, I'm convinced. And then what? Left him, got pregnant by Ken. Went back and forth with her playing mind games with Ryan. And now she's supposedly with Ken, right? She's making a mess of everything and everybody. Got on social media, got off social media, came back onto social media to tell everybody she was getting off social media. She had a self-important interview with herself. Go check it out on my other channel. I did a whole playlist on it. Like, no shit. She could have had this interview in front of a mirror. It was only self-important to her. Self-important. Yeah, not important at all to anybody else. Just a bunch of shit. Self-important to her. She had to have this interview with herself and then put it on social media after she said she was going away from social media because she didn't want to be a target on social media. She gets on social media and has this interview with herself. Closes the comments down. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Gypsy's story is not a comedy, even though I do try and poke fun at it. There is a woman whose whole legacy is shot to shit, and she's no longer with us. And Gypsy is making money off the back of her while people are mocking. She's allowing people to mock her mom. Her friends. Her so-called friends that are supposed to know the truth. Where is the proof of this truth? Because, again, we only see pictures of Gypsy going to Disney, Gypsy rubbing elbows with the rich and famous, the movie stars, that a lot of people would love to do that. Gypsy getting everything she wanted. Everything she wanted. She was spoiled. So spoiled, she turned into a Frankenstein. And when she didn't get what she wanted, she turned around and KILLED'd her creator, her mother. Because she couldn't handle no. Do you see what's coming out of the prison now with the FOIAs? Gypsy's whole game, the way she plays people, the way she lies to people, the way she takes money from people so that they could call her a goddess. The audacity. Most people, I just want you to know, seriously, I'm not saying this to be funny or anything. I have bridges in my mouth, you know. So, teeth are very important. You know what I'm saying? They're very important to me. When Gypsy had no teeth, she was smiling. She was smiling without any teeth. And people were attracted to her. Look at Ryan Anderson. Look at Ken Urker. Look at all the people that have written to Gypsy. Are they into gumming? I just don't know. I'm not even trying to be funny. Because that's such a thing from my... from what I've heard, it's such a thing, gumming. Is that why she got dentures, but she told everybody else that, what? She had bridges put in, partials, or permanent teeth put in? Seriously. Everything Gypsy has told us has been an untruth. The wake of people Gypsy has left behind is despicable, it's disgusting, she should be embarrassed, and it should be shameful to her. Not. It's not. She has made herself what she thinks is a celebrity on social media from infamy. She doesn't know infamy from celebrityism. She couldn't figure out when somebody actually put a billboard up that accused her of unaliving her mom. Right in New Orleans. Right there. The nerve, she said, with a picture of her baby. Picture that she released of her baby. That's right. That's right. That's who Gypsy Rose Blanchard is. Her own stepmom actually hates her. I've heard that. I believe that wholeheartedly. What is there to love about Gypsy? Somebody married her, and they have nothing now. They have cameos and YouTube and TikTok lives and polls, and she left them with a dog. Pixie! She left them with a dog. Everything Gypsy has done, in my opinion, has been deliberate, and she knew exactly what she was doing, and she has no remorse for it. She has never said a nice word about her mom that I've heard. She's never given her mom credit for anything. all of the pictures with those huge smiles on Gypsy's face. I mean, Gypsy looks fine, but if you look at Dee Dee, that's a woman worn. That's a broken woman. That's a woman who gave up her life for her daughter, who ended up being a monster. Some of you have said, hey, Toddie, I think Dee Dee knew, and that's why she didn't go to school. I think Dee Dee was protecting us from Gypsy. I think she definitely saw bad behavior. We know that Gypsy has threatened children when she was younger. We know that. We know Gypsy has threatened people online. We know that Gypsy threatened Fancy. But we know that that happened. Not saying nobody deserves to be threatened. Let's get that clear. Nobody deserves to be threatened. Not Fancy, not anybody. Gypsy has done some very horrible things before, after, and after. She doesn't get it. A few of you have said to me, hey, Toddie, she's going to slip up again. What's the cost going to be this time? What's the cost going to be this time? What's it going to take Gypsy to get it right? Because in this lifetime, I don't think Gypsy can possibly get it right. And not because she wasn't taught right from wrong. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe she was taught right from wrong, even if it was like a Robin Hood type way. You know, where you steal because you need it, and you give more because you can. Just like Gypsy, just like Dee Dee had her movie nights and gave popcorn. Maybe the popcorn was stolen. That's not right either. But these are memories that Gypsy should have, along with the shit memories, and a lot of them that I believe she made up. Dee Dee Blanchard gave her life for her daughter, literally gave her life for her daughter. Her memory, her legacy, it's gone. It's gone. Her life only to be known as the mother of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the victim of matricide. That's it. That's it. And Gypsy's known as many things. Artist is not one of them. Gypsy has tried to be an artist. She's tried to be a mommy influencer. She's tried to be a dance instructor. She's tried to be a yoga expert. She's tried to be a beauty influencer. She has tried everything. But to tell the truth, apologize to her mom and be remorseful for her crime. And try to help Nick because it's the right thing to do. Guys, this is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddie One Skip. That's Gypsy Rose Blanchard. That's how I got here with her. Seeing the peripherals in her life, the people that she plays with, her chess pieces, if you will, and yet people still continue to let her play. That sounds like cult behavior to me. Guys, everybody does have a story to tell. Don't let gypsies be yours. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it. And be good. Bing, boing, bing. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddie One Skip.